Auburn Stadium is mid-sized in terms of capacity. Its capacity for decibel level virtually unmatched. Like when Kenny Wheaton took back the pick. Legends like Mariota and LaMichael ran wild. Welcome to Eugene and Autzen Stadium, home of the Oregon Ducks. Today, a couple of teams getting set to square off in an ACC battle. As we'll see, the Auburn Tigers taking on the winners of 5 straight, the Oregon Ducks. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. The Ducks will kick it away to start us off. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Tigers offense takes the field for the first time today. And when you take the field with the confidence, the swag that this guy does, David, it just really elevates your confidence in the passing game.
The receivers don't usually lack confidence, and those are the guys that kind of set the tone. That swagger sets the tone for this offense, and Jesse, you know he's going to make plays.
And that speed scares defenses, too, because he can take the top off quick. These safeties better get back deep, or else this guy's going to take it to the house.
The short hands, it's Lambert Smith. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Fires to the wideout. It's caught. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. New set of downs after that completion. Leaves it with the running back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Dropping back, it's Thorne. A little screen to the running back. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. Got his man downfield. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, 3rd down, find him. I mean, you want to find that matchup because he's going to win. And gets a good release, gets down the field. You see that's your playmaker, that's your guy. Get it to him, get the first down.
From the gun, running back on the move. Had to work to pick up 3 down to the 33-yard line. Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but now facing 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking down the middle. Complete to the left. Wrestled to the ground after picking up the first down. Auburn lines up quickly. From the red zone, looking for a space. Snagged in the middle, it's Lambert Smith. He's brought down quickly, minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. A run up the middle is stuck for no gain. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Catch in the middle, it's Burton. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down. The crowd getting behind this defense as they try to get a stop in the red zone. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Tigers.
I think what you love about that opening drive for the offense is the balance. They were able to throw the football to set themselves up into position, and then he carries it in for the TD. You got to be able to keep defenses on their heels, and they did a nice job of that on this opening drive.
Getting set for the point after. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive and close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. The kickoff unit about to go to work. He'll call for the fair catch here. The Ducks offense will go to work for the first time. You know, yards figure to be hard to come by through the air, but some quarterbacks, Jesse, just love to go at the star corner.
Yeah, and this guy's got confidence. He's not afraid to go at anybody, but he better be careful because this cornerback is one of the best in the nation.
One of the best, no doubt. I think they will trust him on defense to make plays. So you got to make a decision. Is my guy good enough to beat him on the outside? I am fascinated by this matchup.
They'll run it from the gun. What a good run there. He has enough for the first down. The Ducks trying to win the day by running for another first down.
Run the football. It's always been the staple. We can go back as far as you want with Oregon teams, though.
And the ball will be grabbed at the 30-yard line. And he takes it all the way. They couldn't stop him. Touchdown, Oregon!
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And it's perfect. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they close the deal with a 58-yard touchdown pass. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. And David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive.
And once you get the defense on their heels and you back them off a little bit, you get in a little bit of rhythm, it's really hard to stop, Jesse, and they're going to try to do it again right here.
And if you're this play caller, you're loving what's happening right now because everything you dialed up on that last drive ended up working out. You're just looking at your play sheet. Everything you're picking is working. Let's see if they can pull it off again here.
It's a draw. Makes him talk to the hand.
Nice run there on first down. You know, this is a running back that gets better as the game goes on. So they're going to want to make sure they keep feeding him the football, let him get lathered up.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Dropping back, it's Thorne. Fires to the big fella. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
You know, I know it seems like an easy pitch and catch, but for the tight end there, that route potentially changes if it's man coverage. So good job by him knowing it's zone. I'm just going to sit down. This is basically like a check down, right? Let's just take the easy pitch and catch and keep this drive going.
Looks as if Auburn will have enough for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Coleman. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. They'll run the screen. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Defense trying to come up with a stop on 3rd and short from the 37. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds a man on the left. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down. Simple call, excellent execution, moves the sticks on 3rd down.
These QBs and receivers, man, they run this route in practice thousands of times. So it's nice to see them come out here and execute it in game conditions. Great job with the timing, great job with the depth and the route. Nice work between those two.
They'll leave it with him. And after the tackle, that will bring us to the end of the first quarter. Entertaining first quarter, and we are all locked up after one as we take a quick look at some stats. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the second. Now facing a 3rd down as they line up after the break. Back to pass, it's Thorne. They're working that left side. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. First and goal from the 8. The offense threatening, close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. He's got it on the move. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Auburn.
Really nice job working the route, getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Stanford is just getting tuned up today. This is like watching an MMA fight where you start to question your own morals. Who sanctioned this bout? They're trailing by 13 to Alabama. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. And he's tripped up, but not before picking up the first down.
And this receiver is so dangerous. There's so many different ways that he can hurt a defense. You got to throw it to him conventionally, but find creative ways to get him the football out in space and let him go to work.
Coming after it. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Pressure affects quarterbacks, and this guy's one of the best in the nation. I don't care how talented you are, but if you're being hit, you're not going to throw completions.
2nd and 10, he'll throw again. Unleashes one deep. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on 2nd down, and they'll be left with a 3rd down. Boy, guys, they got off to a great start with that big first play on this drive, but now a couple of incompletions leaves them in a hole. And it falls incomplete, and the offense is lucky to have it. Defender right there almost had it in his grasp. So they're going to send out the field goal unit to try a long one. The official says no good. After that miss, still a 7-point game, guys.
Auburn 14, Oregon 7.
And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying. They did a great job. The offense was clicking. Everything went well, Palmer. They executed and got the touchdown.
And they really were in a nice rhythm as well. And I'd love to see that here on the next drive, too. Just keep doing what you're doing. Everything seems to be working, and you seem to have this defense on their heels.
He's looking to throw it. Catch in the middle. It's Fairweather. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything. Get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
Sweet feet on the move. Running toward the tape. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Tigers! There's a reason they call this dude a big playmaker. Moments just like that one.
Big-time playmaker. Can make plays all over the field from all different spots. That's why you got to find ways to give him touches as much as possible, because he'll make it happen.
Ready to try the point after. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And he finished things off with a 32-yard run to the house. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Throws to the tight end. He's got it. And a pickup of better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down.
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous after the fact. So it's okay for him to make catches. You just got to get him to the ground quickly.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Pulls it and fires to the left. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
And listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. The Ducks are rolling down the field. Give to the running back. Just trying to power it ahead. They pick up 5. Ball spotted at the 12.
It's going to be if this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Pulled down after a pickup of 5. They'll mark it at the 8.
And as an offensive coordinator, you don't need the perfect play with this guy as your running back. He's going to make the play perfect for you because he makes everybody miss. Spin moves, hurdles, stiff arms, speed, whatever it takes to move the sticks and score touchdowns.
Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down.
3rd and short in college football today, you see so much more pass than you used to. The offense stays aggressive, and I think they stay aggressive because they know they're in field goal range. They got that 3 in their back pocket.
And that decision will be questioned for a while. On the ground, it's Hunter. Finds a little space. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down. The Tigers in the hurry-up. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Touch pass on the jet sweep. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land. Second down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. As we reach the 2-minute warning, they'll need to try to get a stop to keep this thing from getting out of hand. Offense gets set for second down. Wants to throw. It's Thorne. He's going to let it go. And the DB right with him to knock it away. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Pressure coming. Just had to get rid of that one to save the yardage on third down. Auburn's going to have to send out the punt team. First one is away, and boy, did he put in work in that loss last week, kicking it 5 times. You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. Getting late here in the first half, they'll have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And the offensive play caller here has to really be dialed in. It's important down 2 possessions, David, that they're able to score some points. So you got to call your best stuff in this 2-minute situation.
And such a good opportunity to cut it to a one-score game, create that momentum, get some good juices going for the second half, because obviously, you know, you built yourself a little bit of a deficit. You need some good things to happen, and it needs to happen on this possession.
Well, that just shows you how much this quarterback trusts his baller wide receiver. He was double covered on that play, and still the QB tried to force it over to him.
3rd and 10, still backed up inside their own 20. This drive hasn't really gotten started. Unloads it downfield. A big-time catch along the sidelines. Got the foot down, and an excellent throw, too.
And what a massive play for the offense. Not only getting the football across the 50, but they've now put themselves in position to steal a few more points here before the half.
And the Ducks will snap it on 1st and 10. He gets rid of it, but I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. Nope, here comes the flag. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Looking to throw, it's Gabriel. Going to take a shot at this DB. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. I'm not positive, but that first down marker might be in the next county. Going back to the well, another deep ball. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. The Ducks will bring the punt team onto the field. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Coverage team does a good job, touches it dead, no return on this one. On 1st down, here comes this offense. He wants to throw. Unloads to the wideout. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play. The incompletion brings us to 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Got it in the middle, it's Fairweather. Offense calls a timeout here, critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. Setting up the screen. And he couldn't quite get to the marker, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Auburn sends out the punting unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. The offense lining up for a 1st down play. Looking to move it through the air. Going downfield for the big play. It's complete. A huge pickup. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a 1st down.
Well, it didn't take long for this guy to leave his impact in the game, guys. With that catch, this guy's already over 100 yards in the game, and we're not even done the first half.
And the quarterback is toast back at the 35. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. Looking downfield, it's Gabriel. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming. And they'll pat the kicker on the tail and tell him to go give it a shot. No good. Guys, a missed field goal, and nothing changes. Still a 14-point game.
Listen, he's a guy that makes 60-yarders in practice, so they give him that opportunity with his big leg. He misses it. The opponent didn't set up the return, so they're going to get the football back now. A pretty good field position. There's still a few ticks left on the clock. They've got a chance to steal some points here late in the half.
Just enough time for one final play in this half. Running back searching for a hole. He breaks a tackle. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Corner's going to give them room. Trying play action. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Pass is incomplete, and half comes to a close on that play. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Thanks, guys. Looks like you've had an enjoyable day there today in Eugene. And we've got to start our halftime breakdown with this superstar running back. His elusiveness, his raw power. This young man is the total package. And his ability to catch the ball out of the backfield is a differentiator. A lot of guys can hit the hole. This kid can hit the hole and hit the home run in the passing game. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Autzen Stadium.
Auburn ready to boot it deep to start the second half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. They got a lot done through the air in the first half, and they might need even more production here in the second.
I think they will, Reese, and I think this is an offense that has proven they're playing with good timing right now. They've got some matchups where they're winning one-on-one, and they're just going to have to keep going back to the well, David, and relying on hitting some explosive plays to win this game.
Yeah, and I think we look at numbers naturally, and they're losing. So that's the most important thing on the scoreboard, but they have had success. And so what do? You keep playing pitch and catch. You got to score, but you got to talk to your defense. I need some stops. I need the football back quickly so we can do some more damage.
Throws to the wideout. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Using his legs, it's James. Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29.
And sticking to the run. I'll tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football, you can tell.
The Ducks will send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. Snags a quick pass on the left. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Grabbed behind the line. It's Coleman. He's just winning that matchup in the slot every time.
Yeah, and when you put him in the slot, Reese, he's closer to the quarterback. It's an easier throw. We can run in, we can run out, and really take advantage of his versatility with a guy in that slot position.
Grabbed in the middle. It's Burton. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down. And the Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. The handoff as they run the counter play here. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Second down coming up. The give to the back. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42.
Well, this offense came into the game knowing they wanted to be physical, they wanted to establish the line of scrimmage, and they're running downhill right at this defense, and they're churning out positive yardage early.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Burton. And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38.
Defense is about learning the plays. Third down, what do they like to do? How do they do it? So far, the offense having a little bit of success, but the defense now, you got to figure out what they're doing.
This defense really has their hands full, guys. They got to play with great eye discipline because they don't know who's going to be keeping the football in the run game. And that time, you saw the QB. He was able to kind of skirt his way to get some positive yards.
Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away. They've worked it down to the 30. This defense standing tall, trying to force a field goal try. The play-action fake. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. And the defense has got it, and they're bringing it back. Right down the gut of the field. Past the 10. Touchdown, Ducks! Not content to get the fumble, they scored with the fumble.
And I love the way they break on the football, swarm to the football. This is why you do it, because sometimes the ball comes out, the linebacker picks it up, and tell you what, the big fella shows some speed, takes it all the way back for 6.
PAT unit on the field. And with the extra point, they're down a touchdown, 21-14. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Dynamite matchup today, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Texas Tech is currently up big right now in a game they'll be talking about in Lubbock for a long time. They're up by 32 over the Pandas. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Pre-snap motion, quarterback trying to get a read. Twist his way through. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play. Now on second down. Holds and fires complete to the right. Out across the 30 to the 39 after getting 10 on that one. From the 39-yard line, it's first and 10. Quick release on the RPO.
You complete some of these hitch throws early, you're setting up the hitch and go. Later on, you can pump fake that, and then the receiver can pirouette right up the sideline. That might be a home run play for the offense.
Grab behind the line. It's Lewis. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down. The Tigers are flying down the field. He leaves it with the back. Crosses the 40, gets it down to the 35 before he stopped a gain of 6. Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on second and 4. Scanning the field, it's Thorne. Just a short pass to the tight end. Crosses the 30 to the 29 before he stopped. Pick up a 5 on the play. It's a first down. He's going to pass. Caught over the middle. It's Lewis. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down. Auburn hopes to get War Eagle flying in this red zone trip. They'll give it to the back. on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5.
Well, it just seems like everything is working for the offense on this drive. Another nice game, this time on the ground.
The snap sets up to throw. And that's just a flat misfire, not even close to his receiver. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Caught in the backfield, it's Coleman. And he's knocked down.
It's so nice as a quarterback when you've got a guy like that working for you in the slot. He has such a good feel to find the open spaces in the defense.
Pulls it in the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers.
Touchdown.
And this receiver is on fire. He's got all the skills that you look for in a big-time target. And that's already his 2nd touchdown of the game.
Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point is good for a 28-14 lead. 75 yards on the touchdown drive. And they close that drive going to the air for the final few inches and the score. The ball bounces through the end zone and it will be a touchback. This should be the last play of the quarter. Back to throw, it's Gabriel. They're bringing heat. It falls incomplete, and that'll be the final play of the period. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. One more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play. 2nd down here as they go back to work after the break. They'll throw again after the incompletion. And the shot to the middle of the field falls to the turf.
And you want consistency from your quarterback, man. You don't want the up and down. You don't want the roller coaster. And last week, man, you had the highs of highs. And now this week, just off. He's all over the place. He's not completing the ball at a high percent.
And he breaks into the open. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30. And the Ducks will snap it on 1st and 10. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. You always want to give your big-time players a chance. That might have been too much of a chance to give right there.
And I know I'll give you a chance when it's one-on-one, but not two-on-one. You got to see that, got to understand that they're trying to take away this guy. There's a reason they're trying to take him away. What else can I do now to take advantage of that defense?
3rd down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. Got it in the middle, it's Johnson. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the 1st down marker.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. Got some room, entered to the goal line. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Oregon! So they get that score that they so desperately needed, and now they've got a chance to pull this one out.
Defense has got to give them a chance. The defense needs to get the ball back to them quickly so they can march down the field and try and score and narrow the gap again. This offense, they have the playmakers to come back and win this football game. They're going to need some help from the defense.
And the extra point cuts the lead to 7, 28-21. That is an efficient drive. 7 plays, 75 yards. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. And now that cushion is a little bit smaller, Jesse, and any mistake would get met. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
I love the defensive effort there. They didn't get him right away. They stayed after him. He was scrambling, going backwards. They get the sack on the first play of the drive.
So now they'll try to mitigate that disaster on second down from the 15. One-step wrap, two-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground.
And ball security at this point is at a premium for this offense. You're backed up in your own end. You've got the lead, so you want to be able to run the football and stay on the field, bleed the clock. But you know the defense is going to be ripping away at it, right? They're going to be trying to get Hats to the football and forcing a fumble, so whoever...
He's got it downfield for a huge gain. And it's a first down. They'll mark it at the 44. The Tigers come to the line in the hurry-up.
This guy's looking real sharp this week. Listen, QBs hate throwing picks. He only threw one last week, but that really ate him up all week long in practice. He wanted to come out here, put his best foot forward. He's done just that.
And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Quarterback on the keeper. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. Oh, look out! You want to talk about shifting the field in an instant. He's got it all the way down to the 10-yard line. Auburn going to work with another first down. Caught behind the line. It's Lewis. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
The best red zone offenses are the ones who can run the ball in this area, but that's a tough ask today, especially against this unit. One of the best 5 defenses in the nation.
Reels it in the end zone. Touchdown, Auburn! As they push that lead out, a really good opportunity to get back in the win column.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get him. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault. He lets it fly. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but second down coming. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Looking to throw, it's Gabriel. Trying to get to him. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. He's got it inside the 30. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Ducks! That big score makes the end of this game very interesting.
No doubt the offense got what they needed. More work to do, but you had to get this part accomplished first.
On to attempt the try. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Stanford is just getting tuned up today. This is like watching an MMA fight where you start to question your own morals. Who sanctioned this bout? They're trailing by 21 to Alabama. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few. Trying to get a rhythm in the passing game, now on second down. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. And he was able to run through a tackle, and they finally get him, but not until he picks up the first down. They'll put it in play from the 41 on first down. Movement here from the tight end. They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49. Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. Hands it off. Still running at the 40. He'll work his way down to the 28. Auburn to the line in a hurry.
Well, the defense didn't blitz. They didn't have everybody in gaps, and the offensive line took advantage at the point of attack, getting some push, opening up a hole, and the offense ripping off a nice run there.
Makes a connection. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening 1st and goal from the 9. And this defense has to step forward. Not only do they have to get a stop, they've got to do it quickly to keep that time from running down. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down, 2nd down coming. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. The run up the middle, looking for the score. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. You can't hear yourself think on 3rd and goal. Quarterback will keep it. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. They'll try to cap off this drive with a field goal. And they'll line up for the field goal to try to tack a little onto the lead. That is no good. And the margin remains at 7 after the miss.
Well, everybody in the stadium thought that was an automatic 3. Not so fast. Bad miss by the kicker.
And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Quarterback on the move, still looking. At the 35, he's loose. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. Snagged in the middle. It's Holden. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Lets it fly. He's got it. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down.
Love the play call here by the offensive coordinator. You can sniff it. You can smell in the air. Blood in the water. Now we're taking a shot. We got the athletes to go execute. Just dial it up.
Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Oregon!
What a massive play by this offense. Man, you needed it. Great execution. Now kick the extra point, tie this football game up late, or you go for 2. You go for the win. You try to take the lead. That is a you decision.
Here comes the 2-point try. They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late. This is supposed to be the easiest play in football, except when there's this much pressure. And the extra point ties the game in the 4th. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they've got it locked up in the final minute after the touchdown and extra point. He'll take a knee. It's a touchback save every second he can as they try to put together this final drive. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. There's enough time to get the ball down the field here, David, but you've got to make sure you're efficient and avoid mistakes.
Yeah, and those 2-minute drills, you always talk about the first down, Jesse. Get that first down, stop the clock, get some momentum going on offense.
Yeah, and good decision-making by the quarterback, too, right? You don't have to be greedy in this situation. Just take what the defense gives you and get yourself in position to win.
Timeout on the field, and everybody want to make sure they're organized as we come down the gut of the game. Looking to throw for it. Catch in the middle, it's fair weather. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. Auburn ready to go back to work after getting another first down. He's looking to throw it. Got a man, it's Hunter.
I want to get my running backs the ball in space as much as possible, and sometimes it doesn't work in the running game, but I can throw it to him. I can try to create some space out wide, dump him the football, let him make some catches, and see if I can't get some big plays out of him.
He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. These fans stepping up to help this defense on third down. They'll try to run for it. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Hold it, open.
Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. Looking downfield, it's Thorne. Feeling some heat. And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game. Timeout called by the defense. 23 seconds left on the clock. Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way. On the move, it's low. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. Here comes the offense on first down. He'll start this drive firing. Going for it all. Hits him inside the 20, still going. Touchdown Ducks! And in the final moments, they've taken the lead.
That is just how the coach wants to draw it up. Take up all the clock, score the go-ahead touchdown. This one is all but over.
They'll try to add another to their lead. The extra point is good, and now in the fourth, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. That's the kind of drive everybody loves. So see quarterback, one snap, put it in the end zone. He'll take a knee. It's a touchback save every second he can as they try to put together this final drive. They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. They'll bring him down as he bulks up those numbers, but not the most important one as they'll come up short in this game. You want to talk about building confidence? Coming through with clutch plays, making the winning plays at the right time can really set the course for the rest of the season.
Yeah, Reese, maturity and experience matters. And this team has guys that have played a lot of snaps. They've seen a lot of looks, and they've lost close games like this in the past. That wasn't the case today, David. Too many guys out there making big-time plays.
And I think belief is what you build. That confidence, you know you're going to win. You don't think you're going to win. You know you're going to make that play in the big moment that continues to build on week-to-week success. And you look up and you're like, dang, we strung a couple wins together.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis.